Welcome back to Reality with me, Aja Elon, and we are back with the Real Housewives of Potomac recaps. So, the Reasonably Shady duo is gearing up for their first live show. They have a podcast. I've never listened to it, so I can't really say I get like what it's about, what they actually talk about. Is it current events? Is it I don't think it's serious stuff. They're so fucking unserious. They start talking about Wendy's different behavior in the club when she was intoxicated, when she was having fun with a bunch of black women that she hasn't always been able to, just get along with. Yeah, why is she acting different? Like, bitch, you old enough to motherfucking know Giselle that she's when you're intoxicated, your mind is a little different. And she was having fun. So why would you try to like act like she was just doing it and it wasn't genuine? I don't like that. Candace is celebrating her latest degree with a party, of course, because housewives love a good party, okay? She's inviting Karen. And the producer asks, which I love, like how they do now with the new, like, what I say, the 20s? Maybe that's a 20s thing where oh yeah, because of social media. Yeah, it's like a 20s thing where they show like the producers and they show background, kind of like they want you to know that this is like a production. So the producer asks when it dawned on her that, and I love the producers be really careful with their words with the people that they talking to, because they know like what was said, who off. Just love them. So she asks when it dawned on her that she did actually say that Karen was sneaking around with another man. And Candace said that a producer had to tell her. Child. Now, what I can say is that she did seem in that moment like she genuinely believed she did not say that when they were at the dinner. She genuinely believed that Ashley was lying on her. But watching Candace for the past couple years, I think she's the type of person to believe her own lies. Like genuinely, like pass a lie detector and everything. Like, so grain of salt, bitch. Robin invites Candace out to meet up, and Candace is open to it, and she actually feels bad about what transpired in Miami and their screaming match and everything. And like, can you see my face, bitch? I'm shocked. Okay, I'm so shocked, and I'm so proud of her. Growth. This nigga Matt is back. If you don't remember Matt, back when the whole tax thing was going on with the Hugers and Giselle was being like the messiest and bitchiest she ever was, and wore that shirt, free her husband, I can't remember her husband's name, free Bill, Bob, whatever. And she had the little young chubby white man with her, and he's back. Like, I guess he's helping plan her live show, which, what the fuck is it? The producer asked Karen how she came up with the idea for a live show. And then, bitch, is it the editors? Who is in charge of doing the flashbacks and shit? Bitch, I love you, okay? I love whoever you are. If you ever see this, I love you. All of you, the team of you. They flash back to Giselle and Robin telling her, which was only like a few weeks ago, about their live show, okay? And then this motherfucker, Karen the Grand Dame, says her friendship with Wendy Williams is what inspired it, bitch. Okay, because like that is such like a Karen way to name drop and to be like, she really is like all about Karen, is blinders to everybody else. If somebody say something like, oh, we're gonna do a live show, in her head she took that and she put it up there, and she didn't transformed it into something that she thought of. She probably don't remember Giselle Robin saying that shit to her. She's like, no, I thought it's my idea. I told everyone. Like, Karen is delusional in like the best way possible. And so she's calling it a family variety show, which, like, you know, that's a thing. It is a thing. I don't know how it fits into your brand, but it's a thing. She's talking about a musical guest, a drag performer, a Q&A panel, multiple wardrobe changes because she's hosting it, I think. Karen is telling Matt how her and the girls often venture into the same things and the same lanes. They cut to Wendy first, showing Karen her candle, and Wendy was like all nervous and wanted her approval, which I think plays a part in all of this, right? So they cut to her showing her candle like for the first time, and then 3 weeks later, Karen was announcing that she's adding candles and aromatherapy to her Grand Dame line. I guess the perfume was the first. They cut back to present day, and Karen is telling Matt that Robin and Giselle are also doing a live show, and she seems kind of like, you know, a little not nervous, but like, you know that it's a competition within the group. Like, you know that that's what it is, and everyone wants to do this better. And you know, I feel all that. And Matt is like, "Don't worry, that shit sound like a snooze fest." Like, I'm paraphrasing, but like that's what he said. He not wrong. Why the fuck does Wendy say Chicago like that? Who allowed her to say Chicago like that? Why did they feel the need to let us know that? Because now I'm up at night. I'm up all night thinking about this shit. I don't even want to pronounce it the way she I refuse. Bravo, Andy Cohen, count your days. Count your motherfucking days. We learned that Robin is dealing with some grief when her and Candace meet up, and it does seem like it's changing her. And Candace really seems to care about their friendship and value it. I didn't know that Candace and Robin were friends like that, were that close of friends, to the point that Candace is crying about their friendship being on the rocks right now. And like, if you were that close to someone, why would you do that whole speaker thing? That was disgusting, knowing the context now. Like, before, I didn't know that they were that cool. It's just like, we're in the friend group, whatever. But knowing that y'all were really friends like that, that you could have really pulled her aside and said that, and discussed it with her before, like, just putting it on blast, like, I feel like that's fucked up. That's fucked up, Robin. I mean, Candace still shouldn't have said the shit. But that's fucked up, Robin. So they squash it and move on, and it's a really good sisterhood moment. And this season has been lacking on the sisterhood moments. Like, it's been hella fucking drama, but it hasn't been any real moments where I'm like I love that for them together. And this is one of those moments where I love that they could just move on from it and, you know, continue to build on their friendship. So Mia and Mr. Mia have a shit ton of chiropractic practices in the DMV area, which is so random. And baby, the producers are on their motherfucking job, okay? They asking the right questions, bitch. They ask who all's money is invested into the practices, Mia or Mr. Mia. And then they ask for details of the prior business deal that fell through. This opening of one of the new chiropractic practices offices is like a really big deal for Mia. And Karen is there, and like, I love that about Karen. Like, Karen really does like show up. Another great sisterhood moment. Ashley is telling her family about how her ass grabbing ass husband was being all aggressive and irrational with her because she had planned to go see her family with both of her sons, and he wanted to spend time with the eldest son. And it's like, she made plans already. She had these plans. You can't just come up and be like, I'm gonna change the plans now because I'm their dad. Like, That's not how it works. Honestly, when you have kids with someone and y'all are going through a rough breakup, men will try to use the kids just to like give you an issue, just to make sure things don't run smoothly, to aggravate you, to upset you because it's about a win. They feel like this is about a win, and she did end up leaving her eldest son, and I completely understand why, because it's like, I'm not about to fight with you over this. Like, I don't want to engage with you about this at all. So I'm going to give you what you want. You can have this little small emotional ass, fake ass victory if you want, if that makes you feel better in the moment, bitch. But like, it's sad that these kids are starting to be used like that, because many children have been used as weapons in an emotional war between parents, and they deserve better. Ashley expresses how afraid she is to do this alone, to do parenting alone, to do adulting alone. And like, bitch, I feel you, okay? Like, it is hard. And you have children, which makes it even harder. And you're in the spotlight. And all these things, you know, contribute to, you know, being afraid to do it by yourself. But like, it is hard. It's fucking terrifying. It's hard. It's rough. It's a tough thing to go through, but a lot of times you have to get through the dark in order to find the light again. And I hope that she realizes that and doesn't let her fear keep her in this relationship, in this place of unhappiness. Candace picks her mom up from the airport and things seem cool. I mean, y'all know how her mama is, child. Candace has basically learned to accept her mother how she is, even though her mom does need to make significant changes, because she does things and says things that hurt Candace, and she doesn't seem like she gives a fuck. So, but like, that's what you have to do in life. You really have to just accept things that you do not have the power to change and decide how to move forward. Are you going to move forward, you know, continuing to deal with this thing or this person that you cannot change? Or are you going to get rid of it? And what effects is that going to have on you? You know, is it worth getting rid of? And of course, it's your mother, so it's not worth getting rid of your mother. But I've been lucky enough to have a mom that does want to change and that does want to evolve, even when she's 50 and she's 60, and continuing on, you know, forever, because that's what I think people should want, is to constantly evolve and constantly grow. Giselle's twins turning 16 and they're so adorable, and former Mr. Giselle is there, as he fucking should be, okay? Let's not make a big thing out of a father being present for all of the pivotal moments in a child's life, because that's what you should be doing as a parent, as a father, okay? Let's not celebrate that, okay? It's normal. That's what you should be doing. Candace and Candace's mom are getting ready for the party, and oh my god, there's a snake in the backyard, and her mom, shady ass, called that bitch Giselle. She was like, you said Giselle wasn't coming. Funny, hilarious. Mr. Candace and Candace's mom are existing in the same space. That's about as much as I can say about that. Robin, Wendy, Sharice, and Karen are all in attendance at Candace's party. Karen asked Robin, when's the wedding, bitch? Robin gave her nothing. She gave her nothing. I love it. Give them nothing. Robin says that it's going to be a private wedding with just the two of them and their two sons. And Karen clearly thinks this is all fucking goofy. She thinks it's all fucking goofy. I just want Robin to be for fucking real. Like, be fucking for real. Either tell them to leave you the fuck alone, or like tell them you don't want them there, or tell them why this. Like either tell them what's actually going on, or tell them to leave you the fuck alone. And Robin, tell them to leave you the fuck alone, because I know you would. I don't get it. Why are you even keep letting them come into your space with that bullshit? Because you clearly are uncomfortable. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up, RDZ. Speak up. Wendy comes up to Robin and she gets right to it, bitch. Love that. She tells Robin that she meant what she said, drunk in the club, and she misses her. And Robin asks why was she so different in the club, like less aggressive and less snappy. Basically, is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Of course, Wendy says she had liquid courage. She had a little alcohol in her system. We all know, like, we grown. We all know that happens, okay? Wendy apologizes and says that she values their friendship. And then Robin opens the door for Wendy to bring up anything that Robin may have done to hurt her so that she can also apologize. And Wendy says that she wants to apologize for hurting her feelings, which Robin then says to that, like, I already did that. Which I thought it was kind of going to go left from that. But Robin apologizes again. And it was so cute. Wendy came over to her and sat on her lap. And, I mean, Robin did make a point of, like, I already said it. Like, bitch, we get it. You already said it. Okay, we get it. Cut it. But it was really cute, and it was another sisterhood moment. And like, I just love like these moments. Like, the drama is good, yes, but having these moments is better. It is better. And I like how most of the time they can kind of figure the shit out. They can kind of have drama and then be like, are we going out? We going out? All right, bet. You know, I was just tripping. I didn't know what's going on. My bad. This episode is the reset we needed, girl. Candace pulls Karen to the side and apologizes about what she said. And ooh, these messy editors, boy, they put in that clip again for like the 10th time this season of Candace saying that Karen was in some city walking around with a man that wasn't her husband. And I wonder how many more times we gonna see it. She tells Karen that she honestly didn't remember, and she calls Ashley a demon. I guess she took most of the responsibility for her actions, which is an improvement. Growth. Mr. Karen and Mr. Candace have a little to the side moment talking about their wives in relationship to Giselle, which neither one of their wives really, fuck with Giselle like that. Like Karen does, but it's like at a distance. So what it seems like is Mr. Karen kind of wants everything to be cool and wants Mr. Candace to apologize to Giselle. And he's like, well, why should I apologize? Because like she was uncomfortable, and he was like, well, she could have been uncomfortable, like that's valid, but I personally didn't do anything that should have made her uncomfortable. And it's really like murky. Like, the situation is murky. The producers even asked Candace and Mr. Candace why he won't just say, I'm sorry, you felt uncomfortable. And Candace replies, who knows what she'll say if he apologizes, which I feel like that was a fucking weird thing to say or insinuate, but I kind of get what she means, but just not in private, I guess. Child, it's a mess. Chris is mad. Chris is upset. I don't know. And Giselle is a goofy, but I don't want to be like, I definitely don't want to invalidate the way she felt. But I definitely understand how Mr. Candace feels about it. And this being a thing where, like, Mr. Ashley made this a big thing within the Potomac Housewives in this series. He kind of created that. And I understand you don't want to be, like, in his shadow and all of that. Like, I get it. This conversation I don't know how it could have gone better or worse. It was really, this topic is a very like murky, gray thing to deal with and to talk about. I hope Giselle and Mr. Candace do get to talk about it with cameras and producers around, apparently. Because we need to come to some conclusion with this, wrap this shit up, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Reality with me, AJ Elon. And I hope you guys are having a great year so far. And I hope it gets even better and better with each passing day. I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.